chance to see the season's biggest matchups and highlight real moments by placing your deposit at Jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. Go Jags!
Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Gonna get you hot. I'm gonna make it wet. Say hot tub. Rubber dub in the hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Chuck in the hot tub. Yeah. Really make me sweat. Yeah. Chuck in the hot tub. Yeah. Really make me wet. Yeah. Well.
What? Hey, put that camera on me.
Right.
Good morning. Welcome back, Wildcat. What's up, Big Daddy?
Well, I'm back from my status and cryogenic status that I was in for like 4 or 5 days up since. It never got warmer than 7 degrees the whole time. That's I don't know what the wind chill factor was.
Welcome to Ohio.
Yeah.
Only
tough people can survive there.
I was up in Cincinnati when my mother passed, and she was 90, and she was quite the lady. She owned her own businesses and a couple of businesses, actually, and she was 90. One of the nurses said, you don't look 90, and you don't act like you're 90. What's your secret? And she said, I did what I wanted when I wanted.
Yeah.
And
kind of like you.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, except for it hasn't worked out so well for me.
So wait a minute. She was 90.
She was 90.
She had you when she was 10?
No.
I thought you were.
That's right. I didn't want to say that before.
I think she was 97. I thought she was. What, in 97?
No, she was 90.
Oh, okay.
My father's 93. He's still alive.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. And we know you. We were worried about you when you left, because when you left all that bad weather, you went right through all that.
I went. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Tennessee. Kentucky state line, but there's a place called Jellicoe Mountain, the I-75 climbs up this mountain to an elevation of 3,200 feet.
Yeah.
And right when we got there, it just came a squall of snow.
Yeah.
And, the road crews hadn't had a chance up and down that mountain. And, I mean, it was a white-knuckle ride all the way to just about Lexington.
Yeah.
And then the roads were clear and the roads were dry, and we made it all the way to Cincinnati.
So you didn't go through through Louisville. You went up through Lexington.
No, we went straight. We wiggled around till we got on I-75 north of Atlanta, and then just balls to the wall straight up there.
Yeah.
But wow, it was a rough trip up there, and then we went straight to the hospital, and we didn't sleep for 2 days. We had to get a hotel.
It's so stressful when you lose a parent like that.
Oh yeah. It really was. But
you always really talk real highly of her.
She's a pretty cool old lady.
Yeah, we're sorry. We're glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back.
But we took that trip up to.
I listened to the show. I know you're glad to have me back.
Yeah. We took that trip up to Kentucky, and we went through Louisville. And the reason I asked about Louisville, you going through there, they showed pictures of the snow on that bridge and everything like that. I think it was ice too. I think that place closed down.
Well, that's what it was. It snowed, and then the ice came down on top of it and put this crust on it.
Yeah.
And then they'd go and they would melt it. Put salt down, and the beet juice mixed in with the salt, and it would melt, and then it would refreeze it at night. And I was telling Jim about the story. I got a bottle of Windex and walked out to the vehicle and tried to spray it on the windshield to clean the salt off the windshield. And from the time I got it out of the truck and got onto the outside of the truck and tried to squirt the windshield, it went from liquid to solid. The Windex did.
Wow.
The Windex doesn't freeze real easy, but But, I thought there was something wrong with the little plunger squirter thing, and I tried to squirt the windshield, and I looked at it, and it just froze solid in my hand.
Did you stay there at her house, or did you get a hotel or what?
No, my house, her house is in Kentucky, and she was in the hospital in Cincinnati, Bethesda North in Cincinnati, and so we stayed in a hotel up there.
Yeah. Well,
pretty nice hotel.
Glad to have you back, and we're sorry about your mother.
Glad to be back. Missed you all.
Yeah. And I talked to you a couple times when you were
watched it on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, and you guys really need me.
Yeah, no doubt. We all thought the show we all said so much better. I don't know why. We had a different opinion, but no, we're kidding. We're glad to have you back. Hey, before we get rolling, I got Kyle Vandegrift with us. Jason will be here Tuesday. Jim's in here like always. But Jim, and Kyle, they were showing. I don't know if you ever watched Landman.
Landman?
Oh,
yeah. Billy Bob Thornton, Taylor Sheridan.
And the reason I brought it up, during that show, and I do too, during that show, they'll show some high school Texas football stadium, football games, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, it's unreal.
And so I started looking at some of these stadiums, and I looked at I said, what's the biggest school in Texas, high school?
Allen.
If you can't win at Allen High School, something's wrong. 6,798 players. I mean, students.
Yeah.
You thought you could find 11 pretty good?
I saw that thing too, and I know from down in South Florida there's some big schools, got like 4,000 kids in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, that area, and there's so many kids that they have to have two campuses. They have like one campus for 9th and 10th graders, another one for 11 and 12, and I don't know if that's true in Texas, but just how do you administrate something like that with almost 7,000 kids?
That's a college.
That's like a college, exactly. So, yeah, I thought the same thing.
Now, I didn't pull up Allen High School Stadium. Did you see it?
No.
I'd like to see that.
I'm sure it's impressive.
But what happens over there is kind of like the show shows you. These guys hit oil, they become filthy wealthy, and they put money into local high schools there. They build stadiums. You had mentioned it before, the stadiums out there.
Oh, the one we went to Texas last March. There's one in Pflugerville, Texas. It's by Austin. It's like over 10,000 people. I mean, I played in college stadiums that weren't as nice as that one.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. I mean, like, holy smokes.
Well, I mean, even the blue-collar workers of the oil industry are making,
big bucks.
Nice money,
And they love the local school. They grew up there.
Yeah, those boosters, they walk in there at the beginning of the year. They walk in there. There's $200,000 in the ditty.
And they pack them out every game.
Oh, yeah.
They all go to support the game.
Odessa, Midland.
It's crazy. Now, here, that Tommy Oliver looked like a joke out there.
Right.
I mean, it'd be nothing out there. And that's a nicer stadium in the Panhandle right there is Tommy Oliver.
Yeah,
$13 million joke.
The FBI stadium. Anyway, let's
Tel Aviv.
Yeah, let's Kyle, what's going on locally? Tell about Arnold's soccer team. How are they?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, guys, on Friday we do a segment called Chasing the Three-Peat, and so tonight they actually play the first round of the playoffs against Booker T. Washington. Now, if we Booker T. Washington's tonight at Arnold in the Abyss.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys remember last year, but Booker T. Washington was the number one team in the country, and they had to play them, and they literally had the hardest path to the state championship.
Mm-hmm.
This year is no different. They will have the hardest path. This is the hardest division in the nation. I mean, hands down, Class 5, Florida. There's no getting around it.
Yeah.
So Booker T. Washington beat them 2 years ago and kicked them out of the Sweet 16. And then the last 2 years, they've gotten revenge, and it looks like it's going to be another rerun. So I talked to Coach Hammond last night, and this is what he had to say. He said that, so the all-time series sits at 7-5, and the history between the two programs are real. They knocked us out of the Sweet 16 3 years ago, and we returned the favor by beating them in the regional final the past 2 seasons. This is a true rivalry. Booker T. Washington is the 8th seed, but don't let them fool you. Without question, they're the toughest 8th seed in the state. They've won their district by beating teams that are currently ranked 4th and 6th in the region.
Wow.
So if you... So the reality of it is, if you're asking how tough, so North Bayhaven just reached their first ever Sweet 16, and they're talented enough in their division to make a Final Four run. They wouldn't even have qualified for the region. They would have been a 9 seed.
Good
so just to let you know, like how how hard that division is.
Yeah.
This is going to be if they're truly chasing this three-peat, they're going to have to earn this one.
So if they win this one, they're in the Final Four?
No, if they win this one, they will play in the regional semifinal, then the regional final, and then the Final Four.
And where's the Final Four games being played?
They're going to be played. I believe it's somewhere outside Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is like I was saying a couple weeks ago, Coach Hammond's been kind of preparing these guys, because when you get to the Final Four, you play it on Saturday at 7:00, and then you play if they win, they play the championship the next day. There's no cool down. So these tournaments that he's been playing and these weekends that he's been playing during the season is to prepare these guys.
Right.
You know, he's manifesting
Makes
that we're going to
sense.
be in the Final Four.
Now, Kyle, the first 40 students to show up tonight will receive an Arnold Soccer long sleeve shirt.
Nice.
Or you can pick an Arnold Soccer scarf. I'd rather have the shirt. So the first 40, they're going to take care of you. So get there early and make sure you count. Throw somebody behind you if you're number 40 or 41. Start a fight, get in there. Anyway, get out the game tonight.
And if
Tommy
they
Albert.
win tonight...
No, it's not Tommy Albert, it's Arnold.
Yeah, it's at Mike Avlack. The Abyss. The record currently stands as 75 games without a loss.
Wow. That's pretty impressive, man. I don't
That's
care what
pretty
sport
impressive.
that is. Go in. What happened over Port St. Joe? We got a lot of Tiger Sharks listening this morning.
Yeah, we do. I just got off the phone with Coach Lowe, and he sent me some videos. Oh, my goodness. So they beat Franklin County in the first round of the playoffs.
That crowd was
74-42. And he sent me some videos of those boys. And I want to give a shout out to Jaden Curry. If you guys are on Facebook or Instagram and y'all see this boy play, it is a privilege.
Yeah.
This dude is a monster. And Trey Vince Walker, coach said that he had his best defensive game of the entire season. So they wound up beating Franklin County 74-42. And Franklin County was the number 3rd seed in the district. So their path forward is and congratulations to them on the regular season, 24-0.
Wow,
that's a pretty
impressive. They've always been good in basketball down there, football, everything really.
And the arena was packed. There were the stands were completely packed. The upstairs balcony was completely packed. It was standing room only. There were 50 or 60 people on both sides of the court standing. Dadgum near inbounds.
Yeah.
It was so.
And Jeremy Prison sent me those pictures. But Jordan had his championship football game, and they won, by the way, last night. And I think maybe Ryan Movie's son team won also. But I don't know if he won. I guess he did. Somebody sent him the pictures. I don't see how he could be in 2 places at once. I know he drives pretty, recklessly, but I'm not sure. But that crowd, though, I saw pictures of that crowd. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
If you're at Taco Bell, get out to, go to Taco Bell if you're Port St. Joe. I got to throw that in there real quick.
Yeah. Little TB after the game.
Yeah, a little love there. Anyway. Got anything else local?
Yeah, we got a couple other things. Unfortunately, Bay High lost in the first round of their basketball playoffs to Pensacola. They lost 38-47. So, unfortunately, they didn't that season's come to an end. But Maddox Memon signed a basketball scholarship.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Maddox, Coach Memon's son. That boy's tall. He's tough. He's fierce. So Bob Jones University is where he signed.
Good.
And so they're going to get a very smart. I mean, he's almost like a coach on the court. Himself.
Yeah, been around since he walked.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the way, he conducts himself and kind of out there, how J.P. Holstenback is at Mosley as a quarterback. Mm-hmm. Kind of commands that,
Yeah.
We have a couple other scholarships, actually.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
Okay, so Javar Bowden, he's a receiver for Bay High. He's just signed with Jackson State.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
State, baby. Omari Johnson, who is another receiver. Now, Omari he doesn't have the height and the metrics, but man, that boy, that is a player. He is quick. He'll juke you so bad, he'll break your ankles.
Wow. Where's he going?
He's actually going to Miles University in Alabama.
I know where Miles is. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Good job.
He's going to, I think he's going to go straight in, and he's going to make a difference quick.
There you go.
100%. Then we have 2 baseball players. We have Camden Hevel, that signed with, played under Coach Hudson at Bay High.
Right.
He signed with Olivet Nazarene University in Illinois.
Good job.
Yeah. So he's going to play in some weather. And then also Alex Baker signed with Lesley University in Massachusetts. So they're going some.
Coach Hudson every Wednesday right here, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I got to call him.
Yeah, so I bet he's pretty proud. Of course, we have a couple more. We got
2 hours.
Yeah, we got 2 hours.
You guys take a break. Come back. Let's take a break, Kyle.
Let's take a break.
Let's start with you.
Wow.
Could you? If I wanted you to build a house, are you licensed to do that? Can you do that,
Yeah, we're state licensed, so we can work anywhere in the state of Florida.
So you can do anything.
Yeah.
We can't talk about rules, but you can do anything. And y'all have done everything.
Yeah, so our license is a statewide certified general contractor. So that means that we can build pretty much, anything that's designed.
Have you built anywhere else outside of Bay County?
Yeah, we're building in West Palm Beach, Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville.
Can you build me a child care center?
Child care child care centers and assisted living facilities.
That's some good stuff.
Cash cows.
Yeah, that's good.
2 cash cows.
Minnesota. I saw those tags out there.
Yeah, but we can help you out, and we just got moved into our new office over on East Avenue. We bought a property and kind of renovating that area. I really do think the east side of Bay County is going to start, especially with the base and everything, going to really start. So we decided to invest over in that area. It's more of a historically underutilized business zone. So give us a call or stop by. Give us a shout, 866-9908. We'll be more than happy to help you. And if you let me know about, you heard me from the Coach Hale show, 10% discount on any roofing work that needs to be done. TK Vandy.
All right, let's talk about, do you want to feel better? Do you want to look better? Absolutely, we all do. Jason Covalessi can help you with that. Listen to Jason every Tuesday and every once in a while on Friday.
Where's Jason Covalessi?
He's pulling my stunts. He'll be here Tuesday.
Get your BPC 157 from him, the peptides. Man, they are great that he sells.
I'm telling you, everything they sell is all natural, so it's all good.
And he does all the research too.
Yeah, he's sharp, man.
He's a plethora of knowledge.
He's
an encyclopedia.
He's from Ohio. Look at him.
Right.
One thing I'll give the state of Ohio for, they got some smart people.
Coach, your
we can
nose
read.
is growing.
And they all moved down
It's
here.
growing.
Yeah, tell him that. Anyway, we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Wildcat is back. We get back, we got some more high school athletes signings, and Kyle's will let you know what's going on with that. That's cool. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida presents the most college basketball.
Three-pointer, punch it in.
College basketball is back.
The Panhandle's destination for live play-by-play.
The SEC, ACC, and beyond.
Oh, you saw that coming, Rampant.
The biggest games play right here.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 63 with a strong breeze around 20 miles per hour out of the west. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 48. Tomorrow, sunny with a moderate breeze and a temperature near 61. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 60 and sunny. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Get ready, boys. Valentine's Day is incoming. Coin and Bullion Reserve's fine jewelry will take great care of you and make the process easy. Earrings, necklaces, diamonds, and engagement rings. Jewelry to fit any budget. For decades, you've trusted Coin and Bullion Reserve's fine jewelry, the largest rare coin and bullion dealer in the Southeast. Finest jeweler in town, still at 2621 East 15th Street. Coin and Bullion Reserve's fine jewelry, your diamond headquarters.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
He's the sexiest man on the planet.
Live and local from the J. Michaels Studio on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
And good morning. Welcome to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Hey, y'all keep it quiet. Don't let Glenn know that Jason's not here. He might show up.
Coach Glenn.
He goes, hey, I could have been on the show today.
But he knows he's not getting through the door without
he's playing golf
donuts.
today.
Hey, I thought he was playing golf today.
It's beautiful weather.
He just said, I'm not playing golf. Hey, all right, Kyle, let's get back to the scholarships.
Yeah, let's go. Let's shoot over to Mosley real quick. So
let's do.
Mosley had 4 signings. 2 of them football, 2 of them bass fishing. So we'll start off with football. So Joseph Chima, he played nose, defensive tackle.
Good player.
Good player. He's come a long way, too. You know, he cut down some weight, gained some muscle. I mean, he had a really good senior year. Joseph Chima and Jace Jernigan are signed to Missouri Southern. So they're going to be playing line together.
Good job.
Also, too, Mason Daniels signed a scholarship for bass fishing to Florida State University.
Good job.
And Jacob Schultz, too. This college is in North Carolina. Have you ever heard of it? It's called Catawba Valley. Catawba Valley.
I haven't. Jim
in North
has.
Carolina.
Yeah. So go back.
Jim's
when you get a
everything.
bass
fishing.
Well, was it a big bass scholarship or just a bass scholarship?
It's a largemouth bass scholarship.
Largemouth. Okay. Large. I didn't know they had scholarships. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, they're giving out scholarships for that, and just recently they started giving out scholarships for cheerleading. Cheerleading never had scholarships in the past.
So they are giving for that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Matter of fact, last year
Mosley
cheerleader signed with West Florida.
Good job.
I think it was the first one in Bay County.
And I think, when people hear this, and I've coached a long time, and I've been around a lot of parents, and a lot of parents say, but how come they're not sending anybody to Notre Dame or Ohio State or Florida State or whatever? If you're a parent and you have a kid that plays college football or college anything, and they get a chance to go to play to do college athletic, they just saved you a ton of money, and they're getting an education essentially for free. And so if you're out there who kind of has that look down your nose because it's not, the big timers, you've got the wrong attitude, because that's a big deal for the parents of whoever those kids you just mentioned. That's a big deal.
Well,
how much money did they just save? A ton.
And I talk with a lot of these coaches, and one of the things that they have too is they have problems with the parents wanting those Instagram or the Facebook pictures of the kids signing the big scholarship and all that. And to be honest with you, the whole market has actually changed because of the portal. Like most of these kids, if you want to go in and have immediate playing time, you're going to go D2, D3 JUCO, and they're going to pick crop from those transfers. So the whole scholarship thing's kind of changed.
Oh, yeah, it definitely has. No question.
They're not competing against high school athletes anymore. And that was tough enough. And the parents think, they're going against other kids in Bay County or this part of the state. No, they're going national.
Yep.
And now they're going against college athletes, which more or less are professional now because they're getting paid. Well, it's tough to get a scholarship.
You're putting 7,000. I don't know how many was in the portal this year. 7,000.
Some ridiculous number.
It was a ridiculous number, and all these kids are 20 years and up.
Right.
Yep.
That's true. So the days of having somebody that you recruit in high school, they come in as a freshman, you redshirt them, you groom them, you train them, and then they graduate. Those days are gone.
Yeah, for the most part,
Arch Manning's probably going to be the last
I'm trying
one,
to find my little note here. Y'all keep talking about that. So it kind of fits into that, what's happened.
And which is another reason why I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying, and this is a hill I'll die on. This wild, wild west is ridiculous. With the NIL, the way the agents aren't, there's no certification or licensing for any of this stuff.
Right.
It's not regulated. And listen, I am less government. 100%. I got more conservative values than progressive, but you got to have some structure.
Right.
You don't have a chief with a committee overseeing because you don't know how unscrupulous and flagrant that some things can be. Like the kid that signed at Clemson, went in, enrolled, went to class, and then
in class,
and then leaves to go to where'd he go? Ole Miss.
Doubled the pay. Went from $1 million offer from Ole Miss to $2 million Ole Miss.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, in my business, you can't just not perform a contract. If you have a contract, you're paying me to do something. You're going to honor that. Yeah. Or you're going to get in some legal trouble.
Yeah. But the NIL contract, I get some days not with the school. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I want to go to that, though. You said something. We got on the SEC commissioner about, what are you doing? You see what's going on? What are you going to do about it? Well, he did do something recently. I guess the basketball coach at Alabama, maybe the AD at Alabama probably might be upset with him. He has ruled against what Bama did with the kid that's a professional player. He sided with the NCAA. He wants them to not allow that to happen.
Well, I agree with that because the second you declare, right, and then let's say you never play in the actual NBA, but you're playing in the development league, you are paid. You are a professional athlete. You've declared and you've
But so are the college players now.
Well, I understand that, but you've given up but there's still constraints with what you have to do with school and the university and everything like that. With pros, there's not. It's you show up, you play. There's probably an ethics clause, but you show up, you play basketball. You're getting paid, you're professional. You've given up your right. You've given up your right to, continue through the collegiate, avenue. And I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with it.
We had on Bill Solomon yesterday, who's a big superintendent over in the state of Missouri, and we asked about these online. Most of these colleges now, players are on online class. They don't go to class; they're online. And we were like, yeah, online. They got paid tutors. I wonder if online class. I wonder if they're doing all the work. I wonder if they're getting some help. And he goes, you learn more, and when you're actually in class, he's against a lot of online classes. So a lot of these schools you point out, they go to schools, they never go in the classroom, not any of them. They just do everything online. And we're like, how are they ever going to get a degree? They're not. And they'll go through that money, so most of them, not all of them, but some of them are smart and be wise with it, but some of them are going to go through that money. They're not going to have a degree, they're not going to have any more money left or anything else.
Let me put my completely kidding take on this, okay? I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I went to the University of Akron. I'm familiar with that area. That's where I was born. But LeBron James is from Akron, Ohio, okay? He never spent 1 second in any college. Okay, and my wife and I were driving the other day, and I facetiously said, I said it correct today. I said it's just kind of kidding, but it's like, who's to say that LeBron, he never went to college? Does that mean he has 4 years of eligibility left? So could he come back to college after making bazillions of dollars in the NBA? I know I'm 42, but I got 4 years of, can you take me? I think the University of Akron could take him, probably win an NCAA championship this year with LeBron. And I said it jokingly, but it just points out how ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point do you draw the line and you say,
yeah, like, where's the proverbial line in the sand?
Like you said, no, Chief, it was your decision. You went out to be a pro to make money. It didn't work out, but you still played what did Jeff say? 3 years in the G League and made $5 million. Yeah. Most of us will never see that money in our life. Yeah. And now you're gonna come back to Alabama.
Back to Alabama situation.
That's crazy.
Wouldn't you think the president, the athletic director, would run it by the SEC commissioner? Wouldn't you think?
You would think.
They got to be some hard feelings there.
Well, I would think so.
Yeah, maybe not, but I would if he came out that side of the fence. That's,
the old cliche. I mean, you won't. What is it? Better ask for forgiveness and permission.
Yeah. So, well, hey, it's all about winning.
And be like, well, he didn't play in the NBA. Well, he played in the developmental league. Well, would win the NBA.
He knows there's no rules. You can't blame Oates. I mean, he's doing what he thinks is best, going to give him the most advantage to win.
Yeah.
And that's but I'll tell you what, it's backfired since he's been there. They haven't been winning, and, well, they did beat A&M that night.
I hate to do this, but it's the truth. This is my opinion. These are my opinions now. How is it any different than what Michigan did? They knowingly cheated, and I'm not saying Oates is cheating, but he's twisting and bending the rules a little bit. So let's say with that guy on their team, they go out and they win a whole lot. Let's say they win the NCAA championship. So you think the NCAA is going to take that away from them? Because darn well they won't.
Yeah, they're seeing. Yeah, you're right. They kind of see what's going on. Why not do that?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So this was all set up by a whole different set of circumstances. That's
Right.
my opinion.
That's a good point.
Well, what if you have somebody that is 23 years old, something like that, and they played in Europe in the professional league over there? I mean, didn't go to college. Then they come over here and they're like, well, I'm going to get 4 years at Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, is that acceptable? It's not the NBA. It's their own version.
I agree. There's got to be some rules. I don't know what they should be, but there's got to be some.
Right now, it's a blank sheet of paper.
All right, let's take a break. When we get back, Jim's going to talk about FSU, what's happening in Tallahassee, Florida. But right now, let's talk about some of our wonderful people. The legendary, we're live, J. Michael's Studios, and I'll be live, J. Michael's Restaurant, about 11 o'clock, 11:15 today. Today's special is outstanding. It's Chris Fish. Grilled fish, big grilled fish over better rice, peppers, onions, and sauce.
Yum.
The sauce, the special sauce is incredible. Go check it out. You'll absolutely love it. If you love beer, and who doesn't, they got ice cold crystal beer. It's unbelievable. He spends so much money on the filters. He spends a load of money on that thing. Always cleaned, and oh my God, the beer is the best you'll get anywhere. And they got the best steaks, best burgers, and it's a legendary place. J. Michael's, he is truly a legend here in Bay County, heck, in the state of Florida. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Now, if you're over in Lynn Haven, we got a legend over there. Pat Perno, City Commissioner, done a wonderful job with that. And he also owns Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. We all know they treat you like family. Atmosphere is second to none. Great place to go have a great time. Go watch the big game at Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven.
that sticks in your
I got to be
throat.
really careful. I got to be really
What
careful.
big game would that be?
I don't mention it. The big game. The big game. All right, we'll be right back. Hey, whoa, Wildcat, you're
Yes,
back.
sir. Yeah.
Have you seen Russ and Amber?
I haven't seen him, but I plan on seeing them today, as a matter of fact, after the show. So I really do. I'm looking forward to seeing Russ and Amber, going out and checking out all the new selection they have for Valentine's Day and my birthday, which is the day after Valentine's Day. But they've got a whole new selection out there, or they can take an old existing piece of jewelry and add a little stone to it, put a little magic onto it, and she'll think she's getting a brand new piece of jewelry. And they will also buy you a brand new piece of jewelry.
They do a wish list. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, so I send my daughter in there, and she picks out some stuff that she may like. And so during whatever, Christmas or birthday or something, I can go in, and they pull it up, and they go, Riley liked this one.
Oh my God,
So that's
cool.
pretty neat.
Takes all the guesswork out of it.
It dumbs down for dudes.
That's awesome.
I love it.
That's Russ and Amber. They're highly intelligent.
830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven. We're talking about David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
We'll be right back. Wildcat's back in the saddle. Kyle's in here. And so is Jim Bob. FSU, when we get back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, home of Super Bowl 60.
ESPN Northwest Florida is the Panhandle's official radio home for Super Bowl 60.
Incredible!
Listen live in a rich audio experience on your home for the NFL in Super Bowl 60.
It's the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
Touchdown!
Sunday, February 8th.
Coverage starts at 3.
Kickoff at 5:30.
Super Bowl 60.
Exclusively on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Looking for a new way to explore Bay County? Or maybe your trusty bike needs a tune-up? Head to Steve's Bike Shop. They've got a huge selection of new and used bicycles, plus the latest electric bikes to get you where you need to go fast. And if your bike is acting up, their expert technicians repair all makes and models, even electric bikes. Serving Bay County for 46 years. Steve's Bike Shop, 1924 West 23rd Street, right across from Sam's. Steve's Bike Shop. Your ride starts here.
Get ready to connect. ESPN Northwest Florida is proud to welcome and feature the newest additions to our Panama City Beach Chamber family.
Welcome to the Beach Chamber, Empire Real Estate of Florida, Hut Strategic Communications, Koala ABA and Learning Centers, Prime Plumbing and Septic Services, Priority Staffing Companies, and Salty Suds Pet Wash.
Step in, grow, and connect with the community that celebrates your achievements.
Congratulations from ESPN Northwest Florida.
And the Panama City Beach Chamber of Commerce, reaching Bay County and beyond. beyond.
Reliable Copy Products is proud to be the exclusive dealer in Northwest Florida for Kyocera office equipment. Reliable Copy Products has been committed to providing professional, personalized service for the last 35 years. They understand that the right equipment does not always fall within today's budget requirements, so they offer several options for the equipment you need today for the growth you expect tomorrow. Call James Mothers at 784-6601. 784-6601. Reliable Copy Products on Harrison Avenue, just north of Bay High School.
And here we go. The number one SEC call-in show is now twice as big. The Paul Feinbaum Show. Weekday evening 6 to 10. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
2, 3, 4. Florida State. Woo! Super Bowl 60, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. This Sunday, February 8th, coverage all day long. Kickoff is at 5:30 Central Time. Now,
I love their kicking off at 5:30 and not 7.
Yeah, I like it better. Well, didn't they always kick off late in the afternoon?
Yeah.
It's
usually later.
Yeah. All right. We got to talk about if you want to do that, get into Jay Michaels. I mean, not Jay Michaels. We want to thank John Sharp for the Florida State update. If you love newbies, and who doesn't? We got 4 wonderful locations. The new one in St. Andrews, the big, beautiful blue facility. But newbies too on the curve. Go watch all sporting events, and then head on down to the mothership like everybody does on Friday and Saturday nights. The best entertainment in the Panhandle of Florida, because Charlotte's going to make sure you're entertained the right way. Go check it out. You have a great time. Tell them Coach sent you to one of the 4 newbies, and all of them. Jim, what do you got for us?
All right. This is curiouser and curiouser. This is the story that never seems to end. It never seems to go anywhere where the destination is good. All right, it just came out. You guys might have talked about it yesterday. I didn't listen to the show. I'm sorry. But Florida State, for the fiscal year 2025, is $437 million with an M in debt.
The American way, baby.
Okay. Now, I was a history teacher, social studies teacher for almost 40 years, so I don't understand high finance like maybe Kyle Vandergrift, Mr. Multimillionaire Builder here does. So I'm going to lean on him to have this make some sense to me.
Fake news.
Okay? Now, then Florida State's athletic director, Michael Alford, comes out and makes this statement, and I quote, "Anything short of competing at the highest level is unacceptable." Okay, Michael, that's a great goal. You kind of are obligated to say that. You're not going to say we're going to plan on sucking. I mean, I understand he's got to say that. But how in the world do you operate when you're $437 million in debt? And then they say, well, we're going to have revenue sharing. Okay, so you're going to split up $12 million and you get $4 million. Or what? You know what I'm saying? That'll help a little bit, like a spoonful. But Kyle, I'm serious now. You understand the big numbers better than I do. And you're a Florida State guy, how are they going to make this up? Like, what's their long-term solution here?
The long-term solution is what is known as kicking the can down the proverbial road. So as long as they're able to pull endowment or funding through property that they have with the bank, so they can leverage assets that they already have, because the campus
that's what they're doing.
Well, that's what I would do, because at that point you're using bank money and you're only having to pay interest. If you kick the can down the road, the debt that you have, the value of the dollar increases, right? You're going to have inflation, but you're not using hard cash like your cash that you have in the bank. You're using the bank's cash, and you're expensing it out over the course of 30 years. You have a 30-year plan. So for instance, think of it like a mortgage, right? You may buy the house for $150,000, but after 30 years you pay, $400,000 for the house, right? Well, it's really not that bad over 30 years, because the dollar, the value of what the asset is over 30 years may double in value.
Right.
So if you're thinking about it from a long-term standpoint, it's the same thing with Congress, the way the debt is. They're just kicking the can down the road. The
crooks.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If we were just talking about somebody's personal property, their house. Okay, that makes sense. But then you got Mike Norvell, and people are knocking on the door. We need to fire him. We need to get another coach. I was doing it just kind of jokingly. You got to get Jimbo Fisher, or you get another coach.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to be able to afford to do it. So how's this going to work for them? So you can mortgage that debt over 30 years, like you say. You could do that.
Well, and the other thing, too, is who's coming to collect?
The fans aren't going to wait for that. They're not going to be patient for that.
True, but I look at it like this, though. You're talking, who's coming to collect? It's Florida State. Most of these schools, federally, funded, right? They're not. I mean, they're nonprofit institutions. Who's coming to foreclose? No, they're going to work with you. They're going to extend it. They're going to keep it moving.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you think there's a foreclosure police coming, like our house with the bank, where they will send the sheriffs over and remove you?
Right.
It's not going to happen then. And at big universities, especially state and federally funded ones. Maybe in a private institution that's much smaller, but y'all know it is too big to fail.
All right, now, and it also said that article today they're supporting 21 sports. Do you see them cutting a minor sport to save money? Do you think that would come down the road at Florida State?
I think cutting those programs are drop in the buckets. Like we all know the major players. It's the basketball. It's football primarily. We all know that. And then you have your subset.
Baseball, yeah.
Basketball, baseball, maybe some, like if you're a nationally elite soccer program, and women's softball. That's your big five right there. The rest of it, it's, a few $100,000 a year.
Girls basketball is getting big.
Yeah.
Go back to something y'all both talking about. This is what's wrong with this country. These politicians that can't balance a budget, they ought to be fired, but we don't. We keep electing them back, putting them back in there, and they keep screwing up, and they keep becoming wealthy themselves. Same thing with universities. I'm sorry. If they're in debt like that, they need to have a new AD, new president, and everything else across the board. How in the hell did it get like that?
Yeah.
They need to have been fired a long time ago.
Well,
I'm sorry. If you did it to your home, you'd be on the streets.
Yeah, I agree.
If your net worth as a legislator has quadrupled,
you need to be gone. Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi's worth $350 million.
Yeah. Think about what we said about Florida State. How did that happen? How can you let that happen? Who's in charge over there?
Doesn't seem like anyone.
I'm serious. That's what's wrong with our government. They keep printing money we don't have. We're in debt, and they rob from us, taxing us to death, and giving it to them people that ain't live in our country.
Oh, 100%.
We should quit saying, everybody say, we're not doing this anymore.
That's what I'm talking about. Give me some music to it. Preach, coach, preach.
But seriously, at Florida State, I cannot believe, when I heard that number, I was like, how can that happen?
That's one of those things, it was so big, I said, wait, I got to look at this again.
You know what I would like to know is, I'd like to know the top 10 programs that are in debt. Like
a lot of programs are in debt, though, really.
Where Florida State falls in that. I wonder if this is some sort of like just the basic trend or the reality of all major programs. Are they all in debt?
Was it the stadium is that one of the reasons they're in debt right now?
They put a couple $100 grand, or a few $100,000 into that for sure. But that, I don't know. I couldn't imagine, because at a certain point you would have to have that money in an escrow, like it's liquidity that's already established.
Yeah.
Unless they use the loan, and what you're counting for is the loan of
all the stuff we've been talking about. You made a point that it kind of registered in my brain. A lot of these universities, though, are not making money off their sports departments.
No.
A lot of them don't. But I don't think anybody's in debt like that.
No, they're not. So we talked about this on this show for going on probably 3 years now. Well, the Florida State needs to find another conference. They need to go to ACC. They need to go to Big Ten. They need to do this. They need to do that. And evidently that hasn't come through. So would going to another conference help this?
Well, when we get back, we'll hit on that. We'll hit on that when we get back. All right, let's take a break. Pepper's Mexican Grill. Jim and I love that place. The one over in town on 77, right across the mall, is outstanding. Go check it out. You've been there. We all been there. But now we got one on Panama City Beach. We had a blast after Julie's Hall of Fame announcement to Arnold High School. Then we went another Wednesday night. We had a wonderful time Wednesday night. They got great food. The inside's been remodeled. It's absolutely gorgeous. Buy one, get one free. The house margaritas are incredible. They have 33-ounce beers, mugs, and you buy one, get one free. Go check it out. And military, every Monday, 10% discount all day long. And so is the drinks all day long. Go check it out. Pepper's Mexican Grill. It's where the TG Fridays used to be, right over there near Arnold High School. So if you go into the soccer game tonight, you want to go have a great meal before the game, or go have a great time after the game celebrating the big Arnold win, get the Pepper's Mexican Grill. You'll be glad you did. Also, don't forget about Dr. Ward. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes, and you're listening right now. There's an office near you. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
Your world, your sports, your station. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
I would say just take the face mask off. There was a guy named Paul Bryant from Morro Bottom, Arkansas, who said face masks ruined football because you couldn't stiff-arm people in the nose.
A roll tide.
Yeah, well, whatever.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 63 with a strong breeze around 20 miles per hour out of the west. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 48. Tomorrow, sunny with a moderate breeze and a temperature near 61. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 60 and sunny. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
Contractors, when your job site needs materials fast, trust the local team that delivers. Mid-South Lumber Company brings you reliable job site delivery, in-house credit, and competitive pricing on everything from lumber to doors, windows, and more. Plus, their unmatched customer service has your back through every step of the build, making ordering, delivering, and the whole process easier for you. Support local. Build with Mid-South Lumber Company. Mid-South Lumber in Panama City on 11th Street or on Highway 231 in Youngstown.
He doesn't always go the extra mile. But when he does, it's because he missed the exit. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 44 degrees and beautiful skies. In beautiful paradise, Panama City Beach, unbelievable place to live. Bay County, Panhandle, Florida. It's not a better place on this earth than the Panhandle, Florida.
So warm
wonderful people, wonderful people. Jim had a great question. How are they going to do? What would happen if they join another country? Well, I'll tell you what, Jim, it'd be great to be in the SEC. They just divided up $1.03 billion amongst their 16 members. If they increased from last year, this year, the SEC made an additional $200 million. SEC playoff teams brought in $37.4 million. So, yes, if they leave the ACC and come to the SEC or the Big Ten, they'll make a lot more money. But to make up that difference, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Let's take this phone call real quick. Good morning, sir. Charles, what's up?
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
I wanted to ask a question.
Okay.
Normally speaking, this is a baseball question.
Okay.
Normally speaking, the county will have a preseason kind of little term at the practice games.
Right.
Are they going to have that this year?
Yes, sir, they are.
Winter Classic.
The only team that's not going to be involved is Arnold. They're going to do their own thing, but the other ones are. We had Brian Norman in here, and he was talking about that. And when is that? This coming up week?
Jamie Bukowski texted me earlier. Let me see. I'll look real quick.
Yeah, we're looking it up for you, give you the time and date. But, yeah, they're going to do that. And don't forget, right here on my show, Monday morning we'll have South Walton, Arnold High School, and then on Tuesday will be Rutherford Day. Wednesday's Bay, Thursday's Mosley, and Friday is Bozeman. So you hear all the baseball head coaches right here.
Nick over at South Walton is loaded.
Which team?
South Walton.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Nick's a great coach over there. His son's unbelievable, too. Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, so from what he just sent me, that it was Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week already. They had the Winter Classic.
Oh, you missed it. they just had it this week.
My bad.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Charles.
But you can make it out to the Abyss to watch Arnold Marlins play.
Go watch some soccer
Booker T.
tonight.
Washington.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it then.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you calling. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hey, Coach, real quick.
Yes, sir.
I want to give a quick, Coach Eugene Manley just sent this to me. Today, for all you Bay High alumni out there, if you want to support the football team, they're doing a barbecued chicken plate at the Bay High practice field, $15 a plate. You can give them a shout or go by and pick you up a lunch today. I'm picking up about 14 of them for the.
Maybe that's the answer.
Hey, all you Arnold alumni, if you want to go by the school, give what you can, a check, a donation, whatever you want to do. Go and support them. Arnold boosters, Arnold alumni.
Maybe that's what Florida State needs to have. We're going to have a real big bake sale. Okay. So, we need $437 million. Can you help us out? Buy a cookie? Buy a pie?
I got special
brownies. Everybody in the state would buy just 2 cookies.
Special brownies.
I got special brownies.
But seriously, though, the SEC and Big Ten make so much more money than everybody else. It's crazy.
They do. It's unbelievable.
Over $1 billion. And I think the Big Ten was more. They hadn't came out with theirs yet. This just broke.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I know it's a lot.
Yeah, so they're going to make, I think each school, what was each school? I want to say each school's going to get a check for $72.4 million. That's pretty good coming from the SEC.
But, you know, to me, this Florida State story doesn't really end. Because if you, let's be honest, if you're interested in college football and you're a big muckety-muck, and I don't care what conference you're in, how can you allow Florida State to flounder like this? I mean, they were the power for like 20 years, 25 years with Bobby Bowden.
Yeah.
So now you're just going to allow them to
straight ACC championships.
Now you're just going to let them die on the street? I mean,
what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. What I'm getting at is like, there's got to be some kind of plan, hopefully on their part, to get this kind of going in the right direction, because this sure doesn't look like it's going in the right direction.
Hey, can I go over the top 10?
You can go over, but I disagree with that. I know one of them's completely wrong. But go ahead.
Okay, all right. Florida State leads the nation with the out of the top 10 athletic programs that are in debt with $437 million. Second is University of Illinois at $312 million. Ohio State at $286 million. University of Michigan. Wow,
Jason, where are you when I need you? Say that again about Ohio State. I know that's
Ohio
not right.
State $286 million.
I saw that too.
University of Michigan $252 million.
Nah.
Penn State University $246 million. Washington Huskies $244 million.
Yeah, what is
University of Iowa
way.
$227 million. UC Berkeley, which they should be in debt, they're a horrible school. $200 million. And then, that's the top.
If this thing is right, there got to be a twist to this, because if Michigan and Ohio State are losing money, the kind of money they make, then we need to shut everything down.
Yeah, I agree.
Something's wrong with that. There's got to be some kind of...
That may be from last year. And
something. They didn't get their money in yet.
Because I saw that same post, too, and supposedly Ohio State made some...
They were one of the leading makers.
Humongous amount of profit.
Yeah.
For 25,
It was Ohio State, Texas, and top 3.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't have the figures right in front of me. But, yeah, that makes me wonder.
Maybe that is, though, if you look at all the buildings they built or facilities or something. I don't know. There's got to be some twist to that. There's no way. Well, if it is, I apologize to all the people that officiated.
Most of the reasoning behind those top 10s were renovations to stadiums.
Okay.
I mean,
let's talk about that real quick, because I've heard there's some talking heads, people higher up the food chain than these 3 people sitting right here.
There's not many, though. There's not many out there.
It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter what kind of facilities you have. Just get the check.
Hand me the money.
Bring the bag of money, and get
Show
your player.
me the money.
And I kind of think that's true. I do. I mean, it's sad to say. So it's kind of ironic. You got Dabo Sweeney building the slides from the second floor into the lobby of his football facility, and they don't get anybody. Yeah. No one. Yeah. I'm talking transfers. What have they got, 10 in like 4 years, something like that?
11 in 4 years.
All right, go back to what you were talking about, the recruiting, how tough it is to get scholarships now. But do you realize National Sign Day was Wednesday? And who talked about it? Nobody. All right, here's the top 8 programs that signed the most 5 stars. Anybody talking about? Nobody, but I am. The number 1 school, USC, and if you look at all of them, some of them claim they had 5, but you combine them all together and come up with an average is what they did. Southern Cal and Alabama and Oregon and Tennessee all tied with the most with 3 5-star players. Notre Dame, Ohio State, LSU, and Michigan were all tied at second with 2 5 stars. Now, Alabama claims they had 5 5-star players because you look at all the services they did. But if you combine them all together, average them up, this is what they came up with. It doesn't even matter.
No, it doesn't.
Because you don't know if you're going to have them for 6 months or 6 days.
Makes no difference.
And guess what? You go look at, I got it here, and I'll go over it probably Monday, but the top 25 recruiting, I don't think Indiana's even in it. Were they years before? No. The year before that? No. What'd they just do? They won 16 straight games and won a national championship. So all that stuff we used to live by and care about, we don't even talk about.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. It's not relevant. It's not.
They've developing the 3 stars.
Yeah, I think they've ruined the game in a lot of, and they don't get it straightened out quickly. I'm just looking at the Alabama situation. You got the athletic director, the president of the University of Alabama, and the coach went and got a professional player, more or less, come play for us. We'll take it to court. We did, and we had a fair judge. Oh yeah, he's an Alabama booster. He graduated from Alabama, the judge. But we got what we wanted. We're playing. Now the SEC commissioner comes out, he sides with the NCAA, he wants this to stop. Well, why didn't he stop before it even happened? You're the commissioner of the SEC.
Right, I agree.
I just don't understand how things will work now. Everybody's doing what they want to do.
Well, if I was a member of the House or the Senate, I would put I would give the NCAA 30 days. I mean, they've talked about it, but they haven't done anything. I'd give them 30 days to devise the plan on how you were going to, protect the integrity of not only the players in the schools, but the contracts themselves, as well as the people that are funding the NILs. If you're leaving this NIL deal for this NIL deal because they're paying you more because you had a good season, even though you've already, let's say it was a 2-year deal.
You know what I hope they do?
What is that teaching the kids? Because that's not the way it works in business.
What would you guys think? And this sounds terrible. Well, maybe not. You know what? Commissioner SEC, Big Ten, ACC, and Big 12, they get together and go, you know what? We're done with this. They want to play football. They can voluntarily try out. It's like at Huntington College or somewhere like that. We're not giving scholarships. We're not paying them. They want to come play. They can come play. What would happen?
They would develop a D League for NFL instead.
Yeah.
To where
and you know what? I don't think they draw the crowds. I would still go watch Alabama play regardless who was out there playing.
And I think it would probably be mostly the 19 and 20-year-olds too. It would be it would kind of be like 13th and 14th grade.
When this thing started out 100 years ago, that's how it was. You went to university, you wanted to play football, you did. Then they started the scholarships. Hey, come play football here, we'll give you a scholarship. That worked for all these years. And now all of a sudden it's not right. Did you get paid $1 million to go play? I didn't either. But I played. I tore my knees up playing. They didn't pay us anything. The scholarship was the biggest thing that happened in our lives. I don't mind the players getting paid. They should get paid something. But this transferring out, what are we teaching? There's no discipline anymore.
The transferring out, I played at University of Akron. We were really good when I played there, but we're not so good now. All right, they played in the Mid-American Conference. They had a post about their 26 transfer players in. And I looked at where these guys were from. They have one guy. He was a quarterback. I can't remember all the places he's been at because you'll understand why when I tell you where he's been. Akron will be his 5th different college. You look 5. Now, how the heck? It's hard for me to talk about this without cussing. I mean, it's just like, What are you doing? 5 different colleges, and you're still eligible? You can still play?
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong? Like,
they'll never get a degree. And you only play so many years in it. They'll never take away that degree. And once you get the degree, you got a shot to do something. Now, of course, some of them make so much money. Who cares? I get that. But that's a small percentage of them making that type of money.
Yeah, but also look at the sustainability of the financial setting. I mean, you're looking at, you know, if you're making $5 million a year for what's the longevity of an NFL career? 7 years? Maybe 8 years unless you're a quarterback.
Not that long. Yeah, it's short, really. The average player doesn't last. They don't make it 3 years.
You know, occasionally some linemen.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. We get back. Got Jeffrey on the phone with us. I hope we get Jeff on the phone.
Jeffrey.
But we got to get back to some of this stuff if we can. We're right back. I got time to do a couple commercials. Kyle, let's do a couple commercials, baby. Yeah. Let's talk about local people. Turf Pest Control. Patrick Garner is incredible. List him every Monday right here on ESPN in Northwest Florida. You can't get more local than that. His kids go to Mosley High School. They're incredible. Beautiful wife. Great family. Your yard will look like a golf course. If you got bugs in the house, they won't be there anymore. You call Turf Pro Pest Control. They won't eat up your grass anymore. You call Turf Pro Pest Control. They come up with a game plan. They execute it. They score every time. They're number one at what they do, and they're local. Turf Pro Pest Control. Also, Steve Bertishaw, swim coach at Mosley. 1976, they opened up Steve's Bike Shop. They've been in business forever. You know why? Because they're the best at what they do. They're on 23rd Street, right across the street from Sam's. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. They got new and used. Go see Steve. They'll deal with you. He is the best. Steve is I cannot believe I haven't mentioned him yet. Steve is in air conditioning. Is the best you'll ever deal with.
Get them on
Kyle,
speed dial.
You build a brand new home, you make sure you go get Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're the most honest, hard-working people out there. He graduated from Mosley High School. They start a family business. They knocked a home run. It is spreading throughout the Panhandle of Florida. The trucks are everywhere, man. People in Bay Point love Stevenson Air Conditioning, and so will you. We're right back. I'll talk more about them in a minute. We'll be right back.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
I wonder if Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah was the reason Rodgers wasn't there, whether or not Rodgers chooses to go to Minnesota, play with those receivers, Aaron Jones if he's still on the team, versus the one more year with Mike McCarthy. Like, Aaron Rodgers finishes his career with Pittsburgh, he becomes the good guy. Aaron Rodgers goes to Minnesota, he becomes the bad guy. Is he willing to do that again?
Evan, Canty, and Michelle. Weekdays 5 to 7 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 63 with a strong breeze around 20 miles per hour out of the west. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 48. Tomorrow, sunny with a moderate breeze and a temperature near 61. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 60 and sunny. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorrento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
WSX Linhaven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Panama City's home for Super Bowl 60. Powered by Panama City Toyota. From the Vortex Springs to the Bear Paw Canoe Trail. From Shell Island to 30A. We're your home for live sports. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Roll Tide, roll. Alabama updates just brought to you by. I just talked about what a wonderful job they do. I had my entire house. I had one that's really old. I kept it too long, and all I did was run, and we would burn up in the summertime. I said, we got to get rid of it. You couldn't even service it anymore. They couldn't put the stuff they needed to put in there. It's so old. Jason came out. I was going to spend, I didn't care what it cost. I wanted the biggest unit you could get. And he said, Coach, you don't need to do that. I can sell it to you, but you're wasting money. He explained everything to me. He saved me a bundle of money. They came in and put new lines in, everything you can think of, and thank God I went with him. They'll coach you up, tell you what you do to help your house stay warm in the winter, cool in the summer, and they're the most honest, hardworking people out there. Anytime, day or night, you go local. Stevenson Air Conditioning. What happened? You go Stevenson Air Conditioning.
You were going to cough, so I hit the cough button.
Oh, thank you. I thought I hit something. Let's bring on, you talking about legendary. This guy is the best at what he does, and he's been doing it since 1983. Saban loves him. Miss Terry loves him to death, and he is the best.
We love him in the Panhandle.
Yeah, the Panhandle people love him.
Jeffrey.
Let's bring him on right now from Birmingham, Alabama. Actually, the studio's in Hoover.
Is it?
Yeah, but we always say it's in Birmingham. I don't know how
It's good football up there.
Oh, my God. They're good at
Great
everything.
football up there.
They do the best coverage of high school athletics than anybody in any state. This is the number one network per capita in the country when it comes to college football because of Jeff Spiegel. Jeff, how you doing this morning, sir? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. The other thing I've been doing since 1983 is I've been married since 1983. So that's pretty cool, too.
Woo.
Love it.
Lovely wife. Jamie says she's just the best.
Bless her heart.
Cool.
How many dogs do you think you've had since y'all been married?
Let's see. Okay, so my first Christmas present for Julie was a dog. It was a little poodle. His name was Chaucer. And then when we started having kids, we started wanting animals. So we got a Jack Russell Terrier named Olivia. And then we got another Jack Russell Terrier later named Lucy. We called her a Jack Russell terrorist.
Those dogs are nuts.
And then we got a golden retriever.
There you go.
Ricky was her name. Oh my goodness! Listen,
Best
the golden
dog.
retriever, best dog ever.
Oh yeah,
best
100%.
dog ever. I mean, unbelievable. She was so amazing, and that little Jack Russell was a crazy girl. And when we got that golden retriever, I mean, that kind of settled her down because that golden retriever put her in her place on a regular basis. Yeah.
So your first dog was named Chaucer, like after the 18th century poet Geoffrey Chaucer?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
James Hale knew that.
I do that.
He's going to recite some poetry here in a second.
Man,
That's that Arnold education.
Canterbury Tales, man.
I tell your mom and dad, they raised you right, man. Hey, Jeff, our first child was a golden retriever, Bear Bryant Hale. I love that dog. Oh my God, they are the best dogs. They say labs are really good too. I never had a lab.
Labs are great. Labs are absolutely great. They're just like golden retrievers.
Yeah. But
if you want a buddy, they're a buddy.
Yeah.
But so good around kids.
Yep.
So good around kids.
Yeah.
They just, my son has one of those, what do you call it, English creams?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's awesome too.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider getting a Doberman?
No, I know people who have Dobermans and they're they're good for them, but they're just they're just not they don't fit the Jeff Spiegel dog thing.
I've always kind of wanted one big dog like that, but then Our neighbor had one. That was the smartest dog I've ever seen. And he was not ferocious with other people. He was, people were scared of him, but he was a teddy bear, really. But then again, I've heard some of them will bite your hand off if you get near them.
My mother-in-law had a pit bull. And, there used to be, just horror stories about pit bulls. That was one of the sweetest dogs.
Yeah, I have a pit.
Yeah.
I have a pit.
That's the way you raise them. That's the way you bring them up. Now, Glenn's dog, pit bulls, he'll kill. That thing's mean.
Cujo?
Yeah, Cujo. That's what he did. Because Glenn didn't have to raise the dog.
Well, look how mean Glenn is.
Yeah, he's just like Glenn. Mean.
Like father, like son.
Glenn Eugene Manley. His government name.
Now, when that pit bull was little, of my mother-in-law's, like they would come over to the house and that dog went everywhere with them. And we would play this game called Goal Line. And I would take some kind of whatever toy she had, and I would stand in a doorway, and I would toss it to her, and I would try to keep her from going through the doorway. Oh, my word. I mean, that was so much fun. She would just beat me up.
How many doors did you have to buy?
Yeah. I got a question for you. I want to know if you could get the right answer, because I know what it is. Mary Harmon and Paul Bear Bryant and Paul Bryant Jr. I think his daughter had already moved out, had been married. I think got married. What kind of dog did they have when they moved to Tuscaloosa?
I think I've seen pictures of this dog, haven't
Beautiful
I?
dog. They love that dog. They love that dog.
Is it a beagle?
No. A Dotson. No? A Dotson.
Oh, a
Yes,
Dotson.
we've had them. We got one. My dad got one because Bear had one.
Jamie's got one.
Jamie's got one.
Champ. One. Yeah, we've had Snoopy, Sparky, and now Champ. Champ's a devil dog, man. That dog is crazy.
I know it.
He'll love on you 1 minute, next minute he'll bite your face off. I mean, he's nuts. Remind you much.
I love that.
We got Jeff out of bed on a Friday to talk about dogs.
Oh,
Hey,
that's right. Yeah, let's get back to sports. My bad.
Jeff, did you hear us talking about the debt, the athletic programs, like the top 10 schools?
No, I didn't.
Well, let me do a quick rundown real quick. Florida State's leading at $437 million. Then you got in the 300s, you got Illinois. Then you got Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Washington, Iowa. So those are all like 200 to 300 million in debt, but Florida State's leading. What Coach Jim Bob was kind of asking the question, like, what does a school like Florida State plan to do? I was talking to him about how you kick the can down the road. What are your thoughts of the financial situation of some of these schools? And obviously Alabama and Auburn are not in that much debt, and what are they doing different?
Well, listen, far be it for me to expound on debt, although I am an expert on being in debt.
You and everybody else.
Like I said, the American way.
But I have, I've never seen $1 million. I don't know what $1 million looks like.
It's not that big a deal.
I can't imagine what that much. I mean, it's just really unfathomable. And to me, this model that we're running into, where we're begging donors left and right to just keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, to support programs and support the NIL and all that stuff. I mean, I've always wondered just where is that going to stop? Mm-hmm. But I know there's a lot of passion. I've lived in this state my whole life, with the exception of a couple of years when I had the pleasure of living in Knoxville, Tennessee for a couple of years. And that was a joke. And but I know the passion people have for this program and for Auburn and all that. But man, I just wonder when people are just going to say, "Look, you got to start paying for more of this. I'm paying enough."
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
You made a statement like you're in debt. Yeah, about everybody's in debt some way, except the people that cause the debt. The only ones that are making money are the politicians. That's the best job out there. Go in, make $100,000. You can come out making $20, $30, $100 million. It's crazy. We all need a job like that. Anyway, hey, I want to ask you something before I forget. Go ahead.
I know debt's relative. And these are big schools, and their debt is probably equal to maybe, I don't know, to my debt in terms of relativity, but I don't know. But I mean, it's just it takes a lot of money to run an athletic program, and And people would be shocked at how many universities lose money on athletics.
But I question some of the stuff. You cannot stay in business losing $400 million a year or ever. I question some of these figures. But let me go back to ask you this. I know they probably ran it through you. But what's going on in Alabama? The commissioner, SEC Sankey, came out. He favors the NCAA going against Bama in this basketball situation, getting a professional player to play. Why did not they run that through the commissioner? Why did not Burns and Oates and the president of Alabama call the commissioner and say, this is what we're going to do? Or did they do that and he tell them no and they did it anyway?
Well, that's a really good question. I wondered that too when I saw the affidavit, was put in the, was issued by Greg Sankey. I wondered that as well. Unless it's just the fact that, you know what? I don't care if he disagrees with us or not. We're doing this. It's not right to be playing professional basketball players. Every night we go out on the court and then we can't have one. I mean, every basketball coach every coach, period, wants a competitive advantage. But he also wants it to be fair. And, so it's true every night you look at a roster that Alabama plays. Well, this Saturday, Jovic played a couple of years in Serbia in the professional leagues. And you may say, well, look, that's not NBA level. Well, I mean, but how do you define professional basketball? Is it just limited to the NBA?
Yeah.
So that's one of the questions today. And one more point on that. Here's how big Alabama football is. Included in the legal briefs yesterday by Betty Yacco's attorneys was this point. Hey, what if Ty Simpson, goes in the NFL and then he decides to come back and play at Tennessee? Well, are you going to be happy with that? Because that's what might happen if you let Betty Yacco retain his eligibility.
Yeah.
So that's how big Alabama football is around here.
Yeah. Let's talk about the game tomorrow, the Big Iron Bowl basketball game. Who do you like and why?
Well, to me, it's a toss-up. I think Auburn has been, on their best night. They've been playing really well. That Florida game was a piece of work.
Hey, Jeff.
It was fantastic.
Jeff,
yes.
I'm sorry. I got to take a break. I ran it too long. I apologize. Yeah. I blame you.
Talking about all them puppies.
I blame you. I blame you talking about them dogs. I blame that on Jeff, not me. But anyway, let's take a break. Again, Stevenson Air Condition. I love Jason. Graduated from Mosley High School. Call them up anytime, day or night. If you need help, unit breaks, call them up. They'll be out there quickly as they can, and they'll do a great job for you also. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant today, Chris Fish, grilled fish, a bed of pepper, rice, and onions. It's unbelievable. Special sauce. Go check it out. You'll love it. And I'm pumped up, man. I am so grateful that we have Pepper's Mexican Bar and Grill right here on beautiful Panama City Beach. We've got one on 77 across from the mall over there that we all know is outstanding. And we finally got one on Panama City Beach. Buy one, get one free. House margaritas are incredible. Draft beer. And Monday's Military Day, 10% off all day long. Go check it out on Panama City Beach Parkway. Pepper's Mexican Grill. We're right back with Jeff Spiegel, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida is the Panhandle's official radio home for Super Bowl 60.
Incredible!
Listen live in a rich audio experience on your home for the NFL in Super Bowl 60.
It's the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
Touchdown!
Sunday, February 8th.
Coverage starts at 3.
Kickoff at 5:30.
Super Bowl 60.
Exclusively on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 63 with a strong breeze around 20 miles per hour out of the west. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 48. Tomorrow, sunny with a moderate breeze and a temperature near 61. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 60 and sunny. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you living with chronic pain, anxiety, or sleepless nights? You don't have to just get by. You deserve to thrive. At Thrive Alternative Medicine on Panama City Beach Parkway, Dr. Laughlin and counselor Suzanne Clark provide a compassionate path to relief. From medical marijuana card certifications to professional mental health counseling, managing conditions like PTSD, chronic pain, and the complexities of cancer. Book online at thrivealternativemedicine.com. Thrivealternativemedicine.com. Find the relief you deserve. Get ready to connect. ESPN Northwest Florida is proud to welcome and feature the newest additions to our Panama City Beach Chamber family.
Welcome to the Beach Chamber, Empire Real Estate of Florida, Hut Strategic Communications, Koala ABA and Learning Centers, Prime Plumbing and Septic Services, Priority Staffing Companies, and Salty Suds Pet Wash.
Step in, grow, and connect with the community that celebrates your achievements.
Congratulations from ESPN Northwest Florida.
And the Panama City Beach Chamber of Commerce, reaching Bay County and beyond.
Better buckle up, Buttercup. There are no participation trophies here, just pure sports. The Coach James Hale Show live from the J. Michaels Studios.
Gen Z snowflakes.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. And now from the J. Michaels Studios, the Alabama Auburn Update.
Roll Tide, y'all.
With Jeff Spiegel, sports anchor from Birmingham, Alabama's ABC 3340. The Alabama Auburn Update every Friday morning on the Coach Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Eagle, hey! Tell you what, you got a lot of people in your church that are Auburn fans. We got a bunch of Tigers around here in the Panhandle of Florida. And I tell you what, if you're over in Lynn Haven right now, you make sure you get to lunch at where? Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. You will have a great time. The city commissioner over there, Pat Perno, does such a wonderful job. And his restaurant's the same way. Incredible. The big game this Sunday. Go watch it right there, Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Let's bring Jeff back. Jeff, we got a huge basketball game. Alabama at Auburn. Talk about it. Give us your take. What's going to happen?
Well, I think the two teams are pretty even. I think it's going to be a really good game. Last year, Alabama beat Auburn at Auburn on a last-second shot by Mark Sears. Auburn beat Alabama at Alabama. But this year, I'm a sucker for good guard play. And I think Alabama's guards are just better than Auburn's. I trust LeBaron Philon a lot better than I do Taha Pettiford. And, just like Rashawn Agee said for Texas A&M before they played Alabama, they weren't all that concerned about Charles Bediako. They felt like the guards were a bigger key in the game than the big guys were for Alabama. And I agree with that, and I agree with that in this case. And I think Alabama's guards are going to be the difference at the end of the day.
Okay. On the road, Bama gets it done. Who's the best two or three teams in the SEC? I still think Florida's going to be there at the end. I like it. I think Kentucky, Arkansas. Who are your top three teams?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm still a big believer in this A&M team. I mean, I know they lost, at Alabama, but these guys, you talk about guys who are connected and they play for each other. And one of these things about buckyball is that, it's not just a scheme thing. It's not just a full court pressure thing. It's not just a shooting a three thing. He's got guys who believe in playing for each other. They don't care about their stats. As Bucky said the other night, they don't care what what their old AAU coaches think. They don't care what anybody else thinks. All they care about is winning. They've got a huge game coming up Saturday. They host Florida. Wow. So this is for first place in the SEC. And I like A&M to win that thing because I just love how connected they are and how, they're never out of a game. Yeah. Just because of the style they play and the way they play.
Jeff, we talked to Andy Burcham yesterday. He comes on every Thursday at 8:15 about the Auburn Tigers. And Auburn's going to have a traditional, looks like Auburn's going to have a traditional spring football game, not do what Hugh Freeze did. And I'm hearing Bama's going to do the same thing. But I want to go back to Bama football real quick. I don't know who Auburn has picked as a homecoming opponent. who's making the decisions up there? Because I'm predicting now we're going to lose 2 homecoming games in a row. Last year we picked Oklahoma and we got beat. We lost the homecoming game, which we usually never lose homecoming game. I don't think Coach Bryant ever lost a homecoming game. Hell, in 25 years, he only lost 2 games in Bryant, didn't he? To Southern Mississippi, by the way. And this year, Alabama's picked a cupcake. They're going to play Texas A&M on October 24th for homecoming. That team just made the playoffs. What's going on up there? Who's in charge?
I just don't understand that. I mean, you can have homecoming. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, right. I mean, listen, the homecoming queen's going to look just as pretty in September as she will in November, right?
Yes.
So, I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't get that.
I don't either.
But now, one of the most famous homecoming games, if I remember this correctly, Coach, was didn't Ole Miss beat Alabama on homecoming day when Bill Curry was there and he got the brick thrown through the window?
You are correct, sir. Yes, and I was throwing it.
He was the one throwing it.
I was throwing it at his car, and I threw it so hard in his window. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Can't prove
no,
it.
But no, A&M's going to be good. They got Marcel Reed coming back, and I don't know. I mean, I feel like they can beat A&M, but why would you? I don't know why you would. When I saw that, I go, why?
I did too. I said, Jeff, I think the crowd's going to be
non-conference game.
Yeah, I thought the crowd would be pretty big for A&M anyway. Usually, you pick a team that maybe the crowd's not going to be packed out, for sure win, or hopefully a win. And that gets more people to the game. People are going to come to homecoming if you're playing Southern Mississippi or Southern Cal. They're going to show up.
Well, maybe that'll fire them up more because it's homecoming. Do the players care about that stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I think the issue is that you can't have it that early in the season because of the campaign that the kids have to run to get voted. There's a 30-day kind of from when you get to school, start classes, and do the SGA deal.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And then the middle of the season, by that time, there's really, with them adding 9 games for the SEC now, you don't really have much choice. I don't think. Every team in the SEC and the Big Ten right now seems to be pretty good.
I'm gonna try to find out who Auburn selected to play homecoming. Maybe it's Georgia.
This sounds like someone who's been on a homecoming committee before.
Yeah, somebody's never. Oh, he was Mr. King, Queen, and everything else.
I was the one that threw the keg party afterwards.
Hey, what do you think about the SEC? The amount of money, man, $1.03 billion they shared. That's pretty. $200 million increase. That's pretty good. You're doing a good job.
Billion with a B.
I think the commissioner's in good shape, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. They're every year it just keeps going up and up and up, and it's just it's a big business, and I can't. This Greg Sankey's not only he's a good leader, he's a pretty darn good CEO too.
Speaking of him, and we're talking about the situation with Alabama, the professional basketball player. I watched Kirby. I always look at body language. I look at things, and I love Kirby. But when he won the SEC championship and the commissioner was on the stage, Kirby was he was against going to non-conference games, and I get it. He made the point. You'd be one more coach is going to get another loss. That's going to hurt us getting in the playoffs. And I think everything he said was correct. It's all about the money. It's not about player safety. It's all about the money. But I watched him when the commissioner, I don't think he even spoke to him. And Kirby's his own man. I like the way he handled things. But it made me, then I started thinking about this Alabama deal. What's the role of the SEC commissioner? I mean, I don't get who made the final call to make them go to non-conference games, like the Big Ten twisted our arm. We had to do what they wanted. Or was it the TV networks? Who did they get? They had to get the commissioner to get him to convince the presidents to do so. Because and I both know, if every coach tells the truth, they don't want to play an extra SEC game.
Well, the more money you make, the more money you want to make. I mean, isn't that true?
Yes,
agreed.
That's true, right?
Yes.
And the SEC, I mean, wants to make more money. And who would you rather watch? Alabama, Texas A&M on TV or Alabama Mercer?
Long as I want to watch them win.
Nothing against the good people in Mercer.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, but I mean, people love watching SEC football, and I used to think it was just like a Southern thing, that SEC football was only a big deal in the South, but SEC football is it's a pretty hot ticket, pretty much, everywhere in the country. So they want to see those teams hammering on each other. And it is stressful on the coaches and the players, but it brings in the cash, man, and that's what it's all about.
And to be honest with you, if Alabama, Ohio State, Notre Dame, and I forgot the other one, maybe it was Texas, another one, when they're on, people watch. People hate them or they love them. They're watching them to win or they're hoping they're going to lose, but they watch them.
Yeah, Coach, you missed those days when Alabama would play, California, win 66-0,
yes,
and play
do.
Virginia Tech and win
77-3. Yeah,
they ran for like 821 yards.
Still a record.
Like
Still a record. Yeah.
Played like 20 running backs or something like that. It was crazy. That was an unbelievable day.
Hey, I was thinking about the greatest running backs in the SEC, and I was talking about the three best for Alabama. There's one name. Maybe you agree, maybe you won't, maybe you don't, maybe you're too young. But Johnny Davis, I played ball with Johnny at Lanier. I loved him. Great Christian guy. Played the piano in church. Walked to school every day. He, to me, should be in the top 3 or 4 running backs at Alabama. He was a fullback in the wishbone. Never lost a yard. I don't think he only fumbled like once the whole time he was at Alabama. But pick out your 3 or 4 best all-time running backs at Alabama. I'm just curious who yours are.
Well, that's a really good question. I grew up with Johnny Musso. I didn't grow up with him. I grew up watching him.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he was unbelievable. He played against Auburn, I think, with a broken toe.
He did.
And one of the things I'll remember about that game is that he played with that injury, and that he took off from what seemed like the 10-yard line and dove into the end zone. He looked like Superman.
I remember that.
And we were all doing that in the backyard, like the next day when we played backyard football. But yeah, I mean, I think you got to obviously you look at the Heisman winners, right?
Yes.
You got to put Mark Ingram up there,
yeah.
And you got to, and Derrick Henry may be number one better than all of them.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because you talk about somebody who and I think he wasn't like Johnny Davis. I'm sure he lost a yard one time or two. But you talk about a guy who, and look at him, he's still going.
Yeah.
Who could carry a 42 times.
31, what's that, 31 years old? Wow.
In the Iron Bowl, I think he had a game where, when Will Muschamp went crazy, went ballistic, and got like 30 yards of penalties. I think he carried him 42 times or something that game. He was just an unbelievable.
That was at Auburn. That was at Auburn,
yeah.
too.
Yes.
Do you remember Johnny Davis? Do you remember him?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah,
Number
he was
38,
a stud,
right?
Man. He weighed 238 pounds back then. They lied on that roster. They said he was smaller than that. Johnny was almost 240 pounds. Oh, I'll tell you another one. We got to take a break. I got to tell you another one, though, too. Najee Harris was better than what people think. He should be up there, too.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
All right, Jeff, we love you, man. We appreciate you. You got anything going on this weekend?
Oh, just kind of hanging out, watching the Iron Bowl, the basketball, watching the Super Bowl, and, just kicking back and having a good time.
Is there any truth that you're going to be over at Nick's house in Tuscaloosa, him and Miss Terry watching the Super Bowl? Is that true?
Well, Nick and I talked about that, and he wants to keep it low key. So
I get it.
We'll get together another time.
I get it. All right, buddy. We'll talk to you next Friday. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, see y'all.
All right, we ran long. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida is taking it to the hole. Your home for the most live college basketball in the Gulf Coast. The ACC, SEC, and the biggest games in the country. Plus the official station of March Madness.
The Panhandle's destination for live play-by-play.
Hear every slam dunk in ultra-high fidelity right here.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Crawfish season is back, and the heat is on at Lone Star Boil House. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for delicious, mouth-watering Cajun crawfish, shrimp, buttery red royals, and everything crab. Plus, Lone Star Boil House is now serving liquor. Get crawfish 6 days a week, open to close. To go crawfish also available at the front bar, and crush the follow on Facebook for frequent food and drink specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linden. Call 850-320-8388.
Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
Stay out of his lane and stay off his yard.
Believe me, this man is a menace. He's always drinking, starting fights.
The Coach James Hale Show live from the J. Michael Studios.
Don't turn it off!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
I was in the military for a long time, reserves.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Kyle, talk about your business. What's the best way we can get up with you?
Give us a shout at 866-9908 or visit us on 1132 Northeast Avenue. We'll be happy to go over all the options with you for roofing or general contracting needs that you may have. If you get a letter in the mail from the insurance company and they're giving you a timeline to get your roof either certified or replaced, we'll be able to help you and walk you through the steps of dealing with the insurance company. Well, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you ever stopped and thought about starting quarterbacks in the Super Bowl? Where'd they grow up? What states are they from? Well, we got the answer for the SEC. SEC schools that have developed and had quarterbacks play in the Super Bowl. Let's look at that. And what state are they from? Well, the great state of Alabama has had 2 quarterbacks play in the Super Bowl that are from the state. Bart Starr, and I can't remember the other one.
Oh, that's a long time.
The Georgia Bulldogs.
Eddie Stabler, probably.
Thank you. God, this guy's incredible.
He's an encyclopedia.
He's here. That's the reason. Look at that brain.
I mean, it's a huge brain.
It's huge, yeah.
Got a big dome,
Chrome head, man.
Kills his woods, kills his creek.
All right, the great state of Georgia has produced 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks. Who are they?
Fran Tarkenton.
Yes. Who was the second?
It's the one now, for the Rams, Stafford.
There you go. I can't get anything through him. The great state of Florida. How many quarterbacks have they produced that played in the Super Bowl from the great state of Florida?
I know this, but I'm not going to say.
Kyle?
No.
Wildcat, give me a number.
I'm not good at these things.
How many from Kentucky?
3. Yeah, how many?
Not a one.
Not any.
Zero.
I thought that was interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
From the great state of South Carolina, how many quarterbacks?
This one I don't know.
Same as Florida, 0. And the great state of Mississippi, how many? A little bitty state. One of them played the same school.
Got Brett Favre as
one.
Just one?
No, there's 2.
There's 2?
There's 2.
Oh, and there's no way I'll get that one.
There's 2.
Doug Williams? No, he's from Louisiana.
You know what? I don't know. I think he might be right.
So you don't even have these answers written down anywhere?
I do. They're in the computer.
You tell he does his research.
Oh, my God.
Now, this one leads the SEC. They might lead the country. No, they don't, but they lead the SEC. Louisiana, LSU. Now, from there, what's the number? How many quarterbacks from Louisiana?
I can think of 2 right off the bat.
Who are they?
Bradshaw and Williams.
There you go.
For sure. Other than that, I don't know.
7 from that state. 7 quarterbacks. Yes. I couldn't believe that.
Do we have the names, or is this just something from your memory?
No, I didn't run them down.
Yeah,
that's too much work.
Billy Ray Jim Bob.
From the great state of Texas. From the great state of Texas, they've been. How many quarterbacks start in the Super Bowl? 5. I thought it'd be more. I thought Florida would have a lot. I thought Texas would have a lot. But it's really 5 is a lot. Arkansas, how many?
0.
You are correct. Oklahoma.
Vermont. I'm in New Hampshire.
Oklahoma, how many?
Oklahoma.
1.
They've had 1. Who is it?
I know. Troy Aikman?
Missouri. How many from Missouri? 2-hour show.
2-hour show.
0.
Wildcat. No, we don't know.
From the great state of Kentucky. You should know that. And he played for the legendary Paul Bear Bryant, I think. Who is it from Kentucky?
Oh, my God. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Joe Namath. No, I don't know.
Joe Namath.
I don't know. Don't listen to me.
I really don't know if he played for Bear Bryant.
It's got to be from a long time ago.
Yeah,
long time ago.
Borelli,
Babe Pirelli. He didn't play in the Super Bowl.
Oh, my bad. Who is it then?
I have no idea.
Man, this show's going downhill really quick.
This is great.
Having information is a good thing.
Wildcat, really?
I had you here.
Being able to read is a good thing.
Anyway, one player from Kentucky. All right, how many from Tennessee? A small state. How many from Tennessee?
Peyton Manning.
He's not from there.
Oh, he's from Louisiana.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So where was his brother from?
Louisiana. There you go. Yeah, there's 2 guys.
I'm challenging you. I'm making you think.
Yeah,
you're outside your comfort area, but you're learning.
Create a more dense brain.
Tennessee had 0. All right, out of the Big Ten.
Hey, Mike says you left somebody out.
Out of the Big Ten, Ohio had 4. Do you know who they are?
I know 2 right off the bat.
Who are?
You got Len Dawson, Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, Indiana, how many? It's not
No
0.
idea.
2. Pennsylvania, 9.
9.
Joe Name, yeah. They've had a lot. They've had
Dan
a lot.
Marino.
That's quarterback you. Michigan, how many out of Michigan? There's only 1, and I have no idea who it is.
I don't either.
Where's? It couldn't be Brady.
Brady's from California.
Okay, there you go. California, 13. And the other Big Ten school, Washington, had 3. I didn't know Washington had 3. I have no idea who they are. The state of Washington.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. We got a caller? Oh, let's take this call. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. As far as the plethora, to use a famous coach word now, a plethora of quarterbacks from Louisiana, you must include the Manning brothers who went to Cardinal Newman in New Orleans.
Yes.
Yeah. Tennessee has produced none, and I once asked y'all one time what Kentucky quarterback had a Super Bowl ring.
Who is it? We couldn't figure it out. Who is it? Do you know?
Yeah, well, it's a trick question. It's Babe Pirelli who backed up.
I did have it.
Was he a
right.
backup or something?
There
he's
you
a backup.
go.
He's old. He's an old guy.
He was a great college player.
Yeah, he was at Kentucky.
For Bear Bryant.
He played for Bryant, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to tell y'all what I'll be doing tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be listening to Tennessee get the 80th win against the Kentucky Wildcats in basketball.
Not going to happen.
They're the winners. It probably isn't, John. Thank you for bringing up reality. Anyway,
reality
so we had a
17-point
lead on them in Knoxville and lost to them, so I'm sure we can lose in Lexington. But, I'm just keeping myself occupied with the round ball, and I love you guys, and I just got to tell you, we're de-iced now, and high school sports is about to get started again.
Wow.
Y'all
That's
have a great
awesome.
one. Jim Bob, you keep them straight. You know everything. You're the smart one. You know the
He's got a big
He yelled at me
brain,
about
big
I was
brain.
right about that one. He yelled.
Yeah.
Thank you
But
for
he wasn't a
straightening.
starter.
All right.
All right,
Bye-bye.
brother. Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right. Oh, I'm going to hold this for next. All right, let's take a break. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen for you. I love Jason. I miss him today. He'll be here Tuesday, and we'll get rolling again. But
if you need that methylene blue, people, he's got it.
He's got everything. I tell you what, zinc, immune, go get that if you want to stay healthy. They got everything you can think of. Creatine, they say they're finding out how good it's for you. I didn't know all the things I'm learning from that. It's incredible. They got 2 great locations, Pier Park and 23rd Street. We got 4 to choose from. Get out to Newbies, have a great time. Go watch the big ball game down at Newbies 2 on the Curve. Head to the Mothership tonight. They're going to have the best entertainment in the Southeast because Miss Sharp's going to make sure of that. And I love John and Sharp, by the way. Stevenson Air Conditioning. You can't beat Jason. More local than anyone. Does an incredible job. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Steve Bertishaw, Swim Coach Mosley. They've been in business since 1976. Those electrical bikes are taking over the world. Go get you one. You don't have to buy a new one. They got used, they got new, they got them all. Right there at Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. And also, don't forget, we got Peppers on Panama City Beach. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. Happy birthday to Bill Solomon. He is been here yesterday from the great state of Missouri, superintendent out there. Wonderful man, and really good friend of mine from the great state of Missouri. He is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's like Wildcat. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Colin Cowherd. It's crazy to say that Sam Darnold hoists a trophy. You got to put him in the top 10. The Vikings were 7-10 before he arrived, 14-3 during, and mediocre again this year at 9-8. The Seahawks had no playoff wins for 8 years. Darnold arrives with the second youngest roster. They're in a Super Bowl.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Weekdays at 1.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 63 with a strong breeze around 20 miles per hour out of the west. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 48. Tomorrow, sunny with a moderate breeze and a temperature near 61. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 60 and sunny. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you living with chronic pain, anxiety, or sleepless nights? You don't have to just get by. You deserve to thrive. At Thrive Alternative Medicine on Panama City Beach Parkway, Dr. Laughlin and counselor Suzanne Clark provide a compassionate path to relief. From medical marijuana card certifications to professional mental health counseling, managing conditions like PTSD, chronic pain, and the complexities of cancer. Book online at thrivealternativemedicine.com. thrivealternativemedicine.com. Find the relief you deserve.
Are you feeling tired, weak, or maybe you feel old and cranky? If so, I have the answer. It's Max Fit Sports Nutrition with 2 locations, 23rd Street in the Coronado Plaza and in Pier Park North on Back Beach Road. Max Fit Sports Nutrition has nutritional products and professional dietary plans to get you moving in the right direction. So get off that couch and get to Max Fit Sports Nutrition now. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, where you can try it before you buy it.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all. The Coach James Hale Show.
Pro gun, pro flag, and pro peace shot.
Live from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Kyle, you've got a couple things.
We got a couple more scores too. Not really great news, but Mosley's girls soccer, they were 15-5 this year. They had a pretty good year. They wound up losing to Gulf Breeze 3-1 in the district playoffs. Back in boys basketball, Holmes County beat Bethlehem, so they're going to move on. But Shipley lost to Ponce de Leon. And finally, as Arnold's basketball season has come to an end, they lost to Mosley, and Mosley's gonna go on and play Booker T. Washington for the second round of the districts.
Okay, I've got the brain here today. He'll probably get all of them right.
He's got such a big brain.
He's incredible. The reason he's here,
it's huge.
Super Bowl
thank
wins.
you very much.
Wildcat, you might know these answers too. You might know these.
I doubt it. I'm brain dead.
Yeah, don't say that. Super Bowl wins. What franchise? Let's just do the top 3. Who are they?
Pittsburgh.
You are correct at number 1, but they are tied with another team.
Patriots.
You are correct. Who is tied at number 2? There are 2 teams at number 2.
2 teams at number 2.
Who are they?
Let's go.
Can we have any music playing? You know, Jeopardy, anything? Come on. What do you do back there? Damn.
How about the Eagles? Giants. 49ers.
49ers.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
The 49ers. Who is tied with the 49ers?
Seattle Seahawks.
Wildcat, give us. There are only 30. Hell, we got 30.
Indianapolis Colts.
Montgomery City Wildcats.
What was the question?
All right. They've got the top 2 they've got correct. New England, the Patriots and the Steelers both have 6 Super Bowl wins. They've got one of the correct. There are 2 teams tied at number 2, and the answer there is 5. They've got one right, the 49ers. There's another team that's tied with the 49ers.
Chiefs.
Los Angeles Rams, but St. Louis Rams.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Are you even trying?
Come on, try. Think.
Are you even trying?
This is so easy. They're so popular. This is easy. I would have got this one.
Broncos.
Cowboys.
Thank you.
Cowboys.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
The
grew up
Dallas
in the
Cowboys.
70s.
But it tells you what I think about the Cowboys.
America's team.
America's team.
America. Cowboys.
So now we got the top 2. New England Steelers are the top 2 at 6. Second place, Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers. There are 3 teams that are tied with 4 Super Bowl wins. Who are they, Jim Brandt?
Eagles?
Eagles. Giants.
Yes. Giants have 4. Who are the other 2 teams tied with the Giants?
Chiefs.
You're amazing. Yes.
Dude, that brain you have is so
unbelievable. Who is the third one?
I'm trying to think.
Y'all should know this.
It's not the Raiders.
49ers.
No, 49ers is in the tier 2.
Oh.
We already did the 4.
Are you listening to the show?
No, you are correct. I was going to say, my buddy Bart Starr. You are correct, sir. Jim, you're amazing.
Well, they got the first 2, and then they had a dry spell there.
So it was the Patriots and Steelers at number 1 with 6, Cowboys and 49ers at number 2 with 5, and at third place, Kansas City, Green Bay, and the New York Giants all had 4. That's crazy. Do you know how many teams that do not have never won one? I wrote it down, but it was so many. I said, I don't want to do that. It's too much work. But anyway.
There's like 12.
Yeah. All right, Jim, let's push your limits here. Who is the winningest active college football coach entering 2026? Wildcat, do you know who this is?
I know who it is.
Don't say it.
No.
You know who it is?
Kirby Smart.
Sorry.
He's out of the Big Ten.
Oh, no. If it's out of the Big Ten, I have no idea.
I know.
Jim, help him out.
Kirk Ferentz.
You are correct. Iowa. 200. How many wins did he have?
210, something like
213 wins.
Ooh.
Who was the second most winningest coach? Active coach in college football as we speak. Should I tell you what conference he's from? Do you like
Francis McGillicuddy?
Alfalfa.
Buckwheat.
Go ride the book.
Fried taters. All right.
Mustard and biscuit.
The number 2.
Kyle Vandergriff.
He's out of the ACC. Out of the ACC. You should know. When I said that, you should know. Out of the ACC.
Oh, Dabo.
Dabo.
Duh.
How many wins?
170.
Close. Up, my friend.
180.
Close. Higher.
185.
187. 187. In third place, out of the Big Ten. Who is it? Third place out of the Big Ten. You really have to think of this one.
I don't know.
I don't know this one.
Yeah, you do. You just can't think of it.
It's got to be somebody who's been around a long time.
Yeah.
You are correct.
But I'm drawing
It's
a
a
blank.
big name school. I mean, big. Maybe the biggest, one of the biggest in all college football. Michigan's new head football coach,
Whittingham.
How many? 177. So that's your top three winningest coach.
Tough questions.
Active head coach. Do you know who the top three all-time winning coaches are? You know them.
Buckwheat, Alfalfa, and Spanky.
Joe Paterno.
Thank you for Joe Paterno. Yes.
Bobby Bowden.
Yes.
And Nick Saban?
No. Well, if you go to the big schools, you got the school right, but the wrong coach. Alabama.
Bear Bryant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But actually, I think Grambling's Eddie Robinson had more.
He had 400 or something.
You take any school, it's him. If you go to the big boys, it's that one. Anyway, how much time we got? My back's killing me. What? Let's go now. All right, y'all have a great weekend. We're going to play some music the rest of the time. I got a headache. Okay.
I've run out of dumb questions.
Let's talk about $800 million
Hey,
for
guys.
30 seconds on that big game.
Don't forget to go by Bay High Practice Field and grab you lunch today for $15. They're doing a fundraiser for the football team. It's some chicken, macaroni, and cheese.
I just got a text from Glenn. He said, all Arnold alumni, please go by Arnold, drop off any type of money you can to the athletic department, and he's going to be the first one to give a big donation.
Hey, but the weather update, it's 54 degrees and clear skies.
Beautiful skies. Right here in paradise.
Y'all make sure y'all go out to the Arnold soccer game.
Let me tell you what happened.
Cadillac Stadium.
Lorelei Layton and Johnny come over.
Yeah.
Layton comes up and says, Papa, I got to go to Dollar General. I got to get something for school. I said, what? I said, like pens and things. So I get there. Guess what? They didn't get anything for school.
Candy.
They wanted toys and stuff, and she laughed about it. I said, I'm going to knock you out.
Hustle Papa, huh?
She's awesome.
Not as smart as you think you are.
You fell for it.
Question, what school did Jim Brandt graduate from, and did he win a national championship when he was there?
University of Akron.
You're correct. Did they win the national championship?
I don't know. Did you?
Negatory ghostwriter. We were second.
But they played for it.
But you played for it.
Lost to Montana State.
Did they televise that?
Yeah.
National TV.
Yes. Wichita Falls, Texas.
What position did he play? I know. Thank you. Look at that body. What do you think?
I think you play defensive tackle.
No.
He had great hands. That helps you.
Tight end?
Tight end.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
After going on to play defense and then...
Look at Wildcat.
I was going
What
to say
position
edge.
did he play?
Edge or tight end?
Wildcat, you running back? You like a little quick jitterbug. You running back?
Well, yeah. They started me out as a guard, and then I went to running back.
Yeah.
Because I kept getting the snot knocked down me.
Did you play a lot of sports? You play baseball?
No, I wrestled, and I was into martial arts. So
He wrestled.
I took all my I wrestled. I did really
Dude,
good.
he did jujitsu. He will take you down in an arm bar and make you beg.
He threw me down one day.
One throw punch and it's over.
One hand.
After the show, he flipped me, threw me down, held my neck, and I almost started.
So what do you got now?
Yeah. So I learned to be
Keep
nicer.
running that gator.
Yeah. He told me he was going to do it. I said,
I took his wallet.
He ain't doing nothing. I said, I used another word. But he flipped me, threw me down, turned around, picked Bell Cotton. It was incredible, man. It was unbelievable. Hey, y'all gotta have a great day.
30 seconds.
What do they call
the big
Paul
game?
and LSU? Jeff will be on the set.
What are you going to do the sports blitz?
I don't even know.
Sports Blitz, yeah. The Sports Blitz this afternoon. Make sure you leave it right here. And
Call
leave it on
TK Vandy for all your
104.3.
roofing needs, people.
Yes, call Kyle Vandy. What's the party?
50th anniversary is March 7th.
50 years. Unbelievable. He knocked a home run, I tell you that. We're out. Jim, thank you. 104.3. Wildcat, glad to have you back. We're out.
Tell somebody you love them, all right? Tell somebody you love them.
Jim, I love you.
Love you,
I
Coach.
love you.
That's a start.
I love Coach Jim Bob's
Hey, the
brain.
next time you ask questions, ask that.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Rich Eisen Show.
Jerry Rice here on the Rich Eisen Show.